Hey guys, welcome to Tech Tricks tutorial. In today's video, I will show you how to use Asana. So this is a simple and easy guide on how to use Asana. So let's get started. This is Asana and it's kind of easy to use. This platform is good for those people who are thinking of building or setting up a YouTube channel, or let's just say project management, because this is what our tutorial is all about. So first go to Asana and then type asana.com. You can see here you can get started. All you have to do is to simply enter your email password, or for me the easiest way is to connect my Google account to Asana. So let me tap connect with Google account right here. I'm going to click on my Google account to confirm. Wait for a couple of seconds as it is processing, and here it is. You can basically add your image right here, but that is not necessary. So you can now add your full name, Jan Delu. Okay, so after you have added your full name, tap continue. Now you can personalize your Asana. So what's your role? Just tap this arrow facing down and then search for that role or your role. For example, if you're a freelancer or student, but I'm gonna pick manager because I am the manager of our team. Okay, and then here which function best describes your work. So administrative assistant, communication. I'm going to pick or select project management, or everything is up to you. Okay, or you can select the product management if you want. Okay, now after that, once you have added here, or once you have selected your function, then you can now move on to what do you want to use Asana for. Now for this tutorial, we're going to pick project management. Let me tap project management right here. And then once you're done, then you can now scroll down and then tap continue. But actually you can do that one later if you want. So what's something you and your team are currently working on? We are currently working on a tutorial channel. And the name of our channel is Shooter Now. Actually, this is just for this tutorial. Okay, so for example, you are thinking of setting up or building or creating a YouTube channel, then this workflow, this project management tutorial is for you. Like to do, in progress, or done, but actually you can add this later, also with the task, with the sections or stages. But actually I'm going to show you that one later so that I can show you the step-by-step on how to do this. Now, what layout works best for this project? You can choose list, board, timeline, calendar. So if you tap list, this is what it looks like, and you can add field. If you tap this plus icon, you can add field. For board, the advantage of using board is you can just simply move one task to another board. You just have to simply click that and then move. For timeline, it's more on like for time. You can see which one is urgent, which one is not. And same thing with calendar. But for me, I strongly suggest to use list. This is not the easiest. I think the board layout is the easiest. But if you're thinking of building or creating a YouTube channel and giving tasks to your staff and employees and your team member, I strongly suggest the list layout. Here you can add their email address, but actually you can do that later. So what you're going to do here is you just have to click continue, but it's up to you if you want to add your team's email address right here. So you're all set and you can now proceed with your Asana. You can skip this one for now. Okay, so this is Asana's interface. Okay, so they will ask you, of course, to select a plan, because actually after 30 days, everything here, it will be removed. And sadly, you cannot just retrieve this one. So as much as possible, if you are planning to work with Asana and continue using this, I strongly suggest to pick a plan, not maybe now, but maybe later or sooner, as much as possible. And actually here is the plan. Okay, so they have starter, they have advanced, and so on. And you can see that some features here in advanced and enterprise cannot be used, or it's not visible here in starter. So as you can see, these are the features that you can use if you upgrade your plan to starter. If you are using the basic version, yes, it's okay, but I strongly suggest if you want to continue again working with Asana, you can choose any of this plan right here. And upgrading your Asana plan is beneficial for teams that require more advanced features, automation, reporting, and collaboration tools, especially useful for medium to large teams or organizations managing complex projects like this. Okay, so if you're seeking for enhanced workflow efficiency or needing premium support, then you need to upgrade your plan. But I'm not forcing you right now. So let's go back to our Asana homepage. So this is my name, and you can see here the overview of everything like your tasks, upcoming task, overdue, completed. You can see also here project. If you want to create a project, you can tap this create project right here, and you will see here all projects. Let's just say if you have tons of project, and you can see it right here, and you just have to click, it will jump or go directly to the specific project. Okay, so if you want to use from any of their template, then you can basically go to template and then search for that. But like what I mentioned earlier, some features here are not available because we're just using the basic version of Asana. But if you want to use from any of this, then you can just simply tap create. So you can see here goal workflow. Okay, you will see that on your project on the left menu or left panel. You can see there that you have added a project. Okay, so for goals, you have two options here, my goal and my team goal. Okay, so for goals, if you want to create your own goal, then you can tap my goal, but I'm going to show you how to create a goal for the team so that they will be more motivated to work. So as you can see, this is the goal of my company, or this is the goal of your channel. So the goal title is achieve 10K YouTube subscribers by me. You can set the year here. This is the goal owner. You can change that one. And then time period. You can set the time period right here. And basically for privacy, because this one is for team, of course, you need to set this to public. You can add name or email of your team members so that they will be notified that you have created a goal here or company goal. But since I haven't invited anyone here, so I cannot mention a team member. So later, if I have added someone or if I have added them, then you can just simply, or I can just simply add or mention them here. And this is a sample of my goal or the team's goal. Okay, you will see here the progress if there is any progress. You can see it right here. But for now, of course, there's no progress because we haven't started our goal or our workflow. Okay, so that's all for goals. Now you can also add description by the way if you want, and add some pictures here, related work, and so on. Okay, so once done, you can now exit this part. And then if you go back to your home again, you can see here the overview and the progress of your workflow. Now, if you want to hide this menu on the left side, just click this three lines right here. Okay, so yes, that's it. And now let's move on to this part right here. So basically, like what I've mentioned earlier, we're just on our trial period. Okay, if you want to upgrade, just upgrade. If you tap this question mark icon above, then it will take you directly to their help center. Here you can ask anything. If you are a beginner in Asana, of course there are a lot of things that you want to clarify and know. And also they offer here video tutorials in case that you are still confused with some features here in Asana. You can watch their video tutorials right here, or you can ask them directly. Okay, so if you encounter some problem, if there are technical issues, then you can go to help in getting started and then ask them directly with your concern or with a problem. So basically that is the use of this question mark at the top right corner. Okay, so now once you're done with help in getting started, if you want to see more of your information, then go to settings. You can see here your profile. You can also add something here like more of your information if you want to add picture. Okay, and if you want to see your collaborators, is here for settings. You can change your email address. You can add your phone number here. You can add the description of your work. Okay, you can add description of your work right here and so on. So if you want to add, change, edit something, just go to settings. Okay, and yes, that's it. You can see here integration and application, but I'm going to show you how to really connect our Asana to this application right here. Tap create to create new workspace. Now let's go to task. So as you can see, there is this list, board, calendar, and files. If you want to add another layout or something here, then you can tap this note. This one is a new feature here in Asana. Okay, so if you tap this one, then basically you can add a title here and say something like, let's just say if you want to make some huge announcement to your team, then you can add this to your note. Okay, so again, if you tap this task right here, then you can see the list of your task. Also for the board view of your task, the calendar view, and if you want to add files, yes you can, and add notes. So here you will see all of the tasks that you have added here in Asana, and you can see also here the field, the signee, date, and so on. If you want to add another field here, you can just simply click this plus icon, and you will see here the type of field that you can add here to your task or to your workflow. So all you have to do is to select the one that is necessary and needed to your workflow or to your project. Don't worry, I will be showing how to add a field later. Okay, and let's just talk about overview of this functions and features right here. For filter, obviously you can filter a category here. For example, you just want to see the incomplete task, the overdue task, you will see here, or you can also sort something here. All you have to do is to click, so sort with the start date, okay, the end date. If you want to sort priority, status. So in Asana, the sort feature is used to organize tasks within a project or a section based on a specific criteria, which you can tap this arrow facing down here to see that. It helps you quickly view tasks in an order that makes sense for your workflow, allowing for better task management and prioritization. So that's for sort. If you tap this options right here, and then basically you can just simply toggle on if you want to add this to your task. For example, if you want to add another field, if you want to name this as priority, or let's just say status, or let's just say budget, everything is up to you. All you have to do is to add this field or toggle on this field, or you could just simply tap this plus icon. So there are two ways in how to add field here. First is this one, go to option, add field, or tap the plus icon in order for you to add another field here. You can edit option if you want to, and then after that, what you're going to do now is you have to click create field once you have added options right here. Now once done, you can click this X, and then you can also toggle other features. Everything is up to you. Okay, so that's it for options and task. Let's move on to inbox. So if you tap this inbox option or feature, you will see your activity, and then you can basically delete this if you want. So you can filter that also from a specific person assigned to me or mentioned assigned by me. Let's just say you are kind of tired to look for the workflow and you just want to see what are the tasks assigned to you. Just go to your inbox. You can also go to archive to see any archive. If someone accidentally archived a message, go to archive, and for the messages that you have sent, just go to messages and you will see here all the messages that you have sent to someone. Okay, so that's for inbox. Now talking about insights, if you tap this plus icon, you will see here new dashboard, new portfolio, and new goal. So if you want to add new dashboard, just tap that one. You can see your chart recommended, and all you have to do is to select one based on the task or project that you need or you want to do. So for example, if you want to use their template here or chart, you just have to click that and then edit. Then basically you have added a dashboard on your Asana, and you will see that on the left panel or left menu. So for example, if you want to add this chart right here where you can see project status, you can edit the color, everything here. This is what it looks like. Now, this Add Dashboard here in Asana feature allows users to create a customizable dashboard where they can view and track the progress of their projects like this. Okay, so you can add more if you want. Basically, you will see it right here that you have added goals, process, workflow. That is the dashboard that you have or we have created earlier. Now go back to Insights and then top this plus icon you will see here, add new portfolio. So here you can add new portfolio for your Asana, and once you have created a portfolio, then you can go back to the left side or left panel and you will see there that you have added a portfolio. Same with you have added new dashboard. Okay. And then lastly is if you tap this plus icon, then you can see here new goal, and I have showed you earlier how to add a goal, and you can add a goal for yourself or add a goal for your team. And then you will see that goal in the overview or in this left panel or menu right here. Okay, so that's for insights. Now for projects, and then you can set or create another project right here. You can just simply click new project, but let's just focus here on our one project here, which is our tutorial. Okay, so basically if you tap this plus icon in projects, and then you will see the options such as add or create new project. Okay, for team, if you want to create new workspace, you can just simply click this plus icon and create new workspace. Now it's about time to invite people to my workspace. I will be inviting my video editor, my researcher. I will invite the voice actor, the editor again, and the one who will upload my video. So all you have to do is to add their email address here and then invite them or send this invitation. They should be notified of this and they should accept this invitation for them to be notified or to be part of your team here in Asana. Because if they did not accept this invitation, then you can't longer add them. You can tag them, but they wouldn't be able to see any updates, something like that. They won't be notified. So it's better to add them here and then message them that you have added them here on your workspace, on your workflow, let's just say on your project management. So here I have added my team members, my editor, my voice actor, the one who will upload, the one who will research. They are all complete here. So I can now tag them if I want to assign something. So basically, if I want to see any update or progress on my workspace, I'll just have to click my workspace and I can see here everything, my members, the goal. And again, here in workspace, if you want to create or send a message to your team members, since I have added my team member right here. For example, if you want to mention your team member or if you want to add an announcement, you can just simply go to these messages and they will be notified. Another way to add a team member is by tapping this. Okay, you can basically invite people, invite someone by adding their email address again and then tap send, and they should accept your invitation so you can start adding them or tagging them here in your Asana. So now let's move on to our channel, our project management, our workflow. So this is all about tutorial channel management. We're going to create here a workflow, or this one is for the project of setting or creating a new YouTube channel. So these are all given, it's already here. So let me delete all of this so that I can show you a step-by-step procedure and how to use Asana. So the very first thing you should do here if you want to set up a tutorial channel management is, of course, you need to add section. So in order for you to add section, you just have to simply click this one and then add a section right here. So for example, the first section is production workflow. So basically, this is the very first thing or step before adding some research topics or whatsoever. Okay, so I have added here my section, production workflow. If I want to expand, just stop this arrow facing down to collapse rather. So I have added here production workflow, post-production workflow, publishing workflow, promotion, analyze, and reflect. So if you want to hide, then just click the arrow again. Okay, so first, I have here pre-production workflow. And as you can see, I can move this line right here for us to see the other property or field. So for our pre-production workflow, since we have the first section right here, we can now add task. In order for you to add task, just delete this one and then add task right here. You can follow this actually because this is a real step and procedure on how to create a workflow, especially if you want to build or planning to create a YouTube channel. You can copy this one or get idea from this. Okay, so I have added a task here for my pre-production workflow, such as research topic, keyword research, and so on. So basically, these are the tasks that you need actually. So for the layout, this is the layout for board view. And the good thing about this is once you have finished one topic or task, then you can move it. Just stop and then move. For timeline, this is a sample for timeline layout. For dashboard layout, this is a sample for dashboard layout. You can see completed task here, incomplete, overdue task. Okay, so this is what dashboard layout is all about. Now, for calendar layout, you will see here all the urgent tasks or task in priority, something like that, or overdue or incomplete. And you can also look for upcoming tasks if you tap this arrow facing to the right to see the next month's task. Workflow. If you want to start building your workflow, you can tap workflow right here. So this is the workflow layout for pre-production, the production workflow layout, and then post-production workflow, and then publishing workflow. And we have here promotion workflow, analyze and reflect. Okay, so for messages, like what I've mentioned earlier, let's just say in my workflow or in my workspace or in my Asana project management, I had these two members. They are not doing the task or it's like overdue task and I want to get their attention. So I will add a note right here or message, for example, last call, and I'm going to mention them by tapping or typing at and then adding their email address. And then they will be notified that I have added a message here, and all members in this workspace or all the members here in my workflow will see this one. As you can see, it's like I want to get their attention. I need them to do the task right away. If you want to add files or attachments, you can just simply go to files and add attachment right here. And same goes with the note. Okay, so you can add note here if you want. So for example, if you want to introduce a team leader or if you want to introduce a new member, so basically you can go to note and then tag the specific person or member, and then they will be notified of this note right here. So these are the roles of the team leader, these are the roles of the voice actor, for the editor, something like that. So you can see that in notes. You can also edit the format and then add description. Your team members will see this note that you have created. So basically that's it. That's how you see the layout here. Now, I'm going to show you how to add or how to create or use this field right here. So if you want to add a field, just click the plus icon. You will see different types of field right here. If you want to add a field, just click that specific field. Let's just say, for example, I'm going to add a field right here. Aside from assignee, priority, and status, I'm going to add a field label. And for the field type, I'm going to select multi-select right here. So basically, you can change options. For example, I'm going to add option urgent. And then number two, I'm going to add another option again, high priority and progress needs review, client request. If you want to add another one, just click this add option. So I have added again pending approval, completed, on hold. Okay, and also you can change the color of each option right here. For example, for urgent, I want it to be color red and it signifies urgency. And then for high priority, I want to change this to orange and so on. So everything is up to you. And once you're done with this, then what you're going to do is you have to click create field. So when you tap this empty box on this field, you will see these choices like urgent, high priority, in progress, and so on. Now, if you want to add another field, just tap this plus icon. And this time, I will be adding a text or number. Let's just say number. Okay, I'm going to add number right here because I'm going to add a budget field. Okay, so I'm going to type budget and then create field. Now I'm going to add a plus icon again, and then this time if you want to add like formula and other option right here, yes you can. All you have to do is to click and it will be added to your field right here. So for now, for this tutorial, I think I will just need these fields and we can now proceed with giving or assigning this task. So first, for assignee, as you can see here, this is my section and my tasking. So if I want to assign this to a specific person, I'll just have to click this one right here, and then all the team members or email address or their names will appear right here, and I can basically assign this to someone. All I have to do is to click their email address. For example, for keyword research, I'm going to assign this to Celine. For competitors videos, I'm going to assign this to Mariah. And then for outline key, I'm going to assign it to someone. Also, same thing with this production workflow. All you have to do is to assign this to a specific team member here. So for record voiceover, okay, I want to assign this to myself. For the footage, I'm going to assign this to Andy and so on. So I'm going to show you what it looks like if you have assigned this to your specific team member. Okay, so basically that's how easy it is, and this is the result. I have added their task and they will be notified, or they will see that message that I have tagged them or I have assigned a specific task when they open their email address. So they will be notified about this. In case that you want to add someone and he or she is not here, then you can just simply tap invite, and then add his or her email address. Then she will be added right here. But of course, she needs to accept, or he needs to accept the invitation first. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is how you assign a task here in Asana. Add that person's email address first, or add that person first in your workspace so that you can tag him or her. For due date, very easy. All you have to do is select a specific date. For example, for this task, they need to pass this before 28, or they need to pass, or they need to finish this on December 1st, December 7th. So everything is up to you. All you have to do is to click this, and then this small calendar will show up, and all you have to do is to select the specific date, and they will be notified that they need to submit this task on that very specific day. So as you can see, if the deadline is tomorrow, the color will be color green, and if it's already due, or it's incomplete, or haven't finished the task, then they will see this color red right here. Okay, so basically that's how you select a date or submission for your task. Okay, now you can filter that. If you want to filter that with incomplete task, once you're finished with everything here, then you can just simply filter this or sort this. Everything is up to you. This feature is indeed very beneficial, especially if you just want to see specific deadlines, specific tasks, like incomplete task only, like due this week only, something like that. So it's a good thing that you can see this filter, sort, and other option right here. But before we proceed with that, let's move on to priority first. So by the way, priority in Asana can be managed by using various built-in features and methods. So here I have added some option because I can add or I can change the option right here. For example, the option is low, medium, high, and I have added urgent right here. And you can change the color if you want to. So basically, this is a single select field type. And for example, if I'm going to set the priority, or for example, this one is medium, low, high. Of course, for medium, they can just do it like, or they can just submit it anytime this week, something like that. For low, they can submit it anytime next week, something like that. For urgent, they need to submit this task or finish this task right away. Same thing if I set the priority into high, that means the task should be finished right away. So that's the good thing about this priority here. They know if the task is urgent, if it's needed, if it's a must, then they will see that here in priority. You can change the color if you want. So actually, status and priority has the same purpose. For this, what we call status, it refers to the current state or progress of a project or task. It provides updates on how things are going and helps team stay aligned on the progress of their work. And same thing, I can also change the option right here, for example, in progress, doing, done, something like that. So if you want to change this, you just have to simply change, tap, delete, and then change. You can also add or you can delete by tapping the X icon. And basically, if you want to set a status for that specific task right here, all you have to do is to click. So as you can see, I have this on track, in progress, can't do, especially for a task that is impossible to create. You can just simply add can't do or not possible, okay, so that your team leader or other members also will know that this task is kind of impossible to do or you can't do this kind of task. So your team leader will assign this task to other people or just remove this task. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I have added this, or I have set the status, I have set priority, I also added deadlines and assigned this to specific people. Now let's move on to a label. So actually it's the same thing with status. You can just simply change this if you want, but I have added here more on like needs review, client requests. For this type of field, I have added a more option. For example, pending approval, on hold, or client requests, or needs review, something like that. So there are tasks here that are done, but it needs review. Possible needs revision. Okay, so the team member will be notified that even if his or her task is done, but still it needs review. Let's just say also for the task here, let's just say if this one is on hold, then the member will be notified that it's on hold. Also, same thing with the progress, in progress, urgent, also for client requests, and so on. So you can change this if you want. These are just from my own idea. You can change the label, you can change status and priority. You can change its option if you want. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is the result. Now let's move on to budget. So basically, if you tap this budget right here, all you have to do is to add numbers or decimals. But actually, I wanted to change the format because I want to add the currency. So if you want to change the format, not the field type, still is number, but if you want to change the format from number to currency, then you can do that. Okay, also if you want to change decimals and so on. So tap changes, save changes. You can add description if you want to. So for example, budget for or budget per task. Okay, and then after that, you can now tap save changes. So if you go to budget and then type the number, for example, let's just say for this one, the budget for this task is 50, you will see the currency right here. So also you can tap SAM and other option. If you tap this arrow facing down, you can see here some options, like if you want to see the sum of all the budget. You can also see here other options such as average, maximum, count, and so on, minimum. So for me, I just want to tap sum so that I know how much should I prepare for this given task or for this section right here. Okay, so you can do that to the rest of the section and tasking. All you have to do is to add that specific amount. You will see the currency right here and you will see the sum. Okay, so that at least you will have an idea or overview of how much are you going to prepare, especially if you want to hire some team members for your YouTube channel, such as voice actor, video editor, something like that, for SEO, for research. But actually, this amount right here, budget right here, this is not true. This is just for tutorial, okay? So there's no basis for this. You can add or change this one if you want. You can set your own amount actually, because this one is just for tutorial. Okay, so once you have added this, then you will see all the sum and you will see the result. So I have added here the budget, okay, for my task. Now, once you're done with that, and then, like what I've mentioned earlier, you can add again another field or another property here. But actually, if this one is okay, for me, it's totally complete. This is just what I need for this project management, for this workflow. I don't need more. I don't need formula and so on. So I am okay with assigning this to people, setting priority, due date, status, label, and budget. Okay, so basically that's it. If you want to remove a specific field, then you can just simply tap the field, the name of the field, and then remove. Especially if you think that field is unnecessary, you can just simply remove that one. Okay, so we are almost done. And as you can see, we have here all the team members assigned, priority, label, budget, status, and so on. Now you can totally filter this. For example, if you just want to see the incomplete task, if you want to see the due this week, due next week, completed task, just my task, you can also do this all filters. So you have option here like quick filters, all filters, and you can add again another filter if you want. So basically that is all for filters. Now let's move on to sort. If you tap sort, you can sort this by start date, due date, assignee, okay? You can also tap ascending, something like that, or descending for priority. Okay, and then basically that's it. If you just want to simply look or see a specific task or specific people or specific status, just go to filter and sorts. For group, you could also add a group right here and then filter them. As for group, we have already talked about it earlier. Okay, so talking about view, as you can see, this is the board view. Now I'm going to show you how easy it is to use this board view layout or board layout. All you have to do is to move the task, especially if your section is in progress, or let's just say doing, in progress, or done, or complete. All you have to do is to move the specific task from in progress to complete. Also, like from doing to done. And all you have to do is to click this plus add task right here if you want to add a task. For timeline, you'll see here due task and urgent task or task that needed to be done right away. And also for dashboard, you can see this view right here, completed, incomplete, due date, and so on. Okay, so for calendar and other option right here, like the workflow, if you go to this layout right here, basically they have different types of layout. So it's still up to you which one you prefer. They say that a board view or board layout is the easiest. So you can try this one. But for me, I prefer, like what I mentioned earlier, the list layout or list view. Okay, so if you tap this customize right here, you can see these options like field, rules. So you just have to simply tap each if you want to add this to your workspace. For example, if you want to add survey, then you can go to forms and then you can just simply, add attachment here and add some image, add something. Everything is up to you for forms. Also, you can add application, you can integrate. Like what I mentioned earlier, for this Asana workspace, these are the application that you can connect to your Asana. Let's just say you want to conduct a seminar or a meeting to your team members. So you can just simply connect your Zoom application here. All you have to do is to connect your Zoom account. So click allow. And then after that, what you're going to do is you just simply need to log in your Google account that you have used to your Zoom account or Zoom application. And then your Zoom application will be connected to your Asana. And basically, you can just simply add this, especially if you want to hold a meeting or seminar and so on. So another here is this edit task template. So in Asana, editing task template and also using bundles are advanced features that help streamline repetitive workflows and ensure consistency across project or tasks. But for bundles, you need to upgrade your plan in order for you to use bundles feature. Okay, so that's all for customize. Lastly, if you want to be very specific or if you want to add more details and information about the task, all you have to do is to click the task and you will see this one. You can click this complete task once you have completed this task. You can add more information and detailed information about this, like adding description to the task. You can also add subtasks right here. For example, this task is given to the specific person, or I have assigned this to one person, but for subtasks, I'm going to add another person to do that. So all you have to do is to click this person icon and then tag that team member right here. So per task right here, there are two people who will be doing it in order for this task to be done right away. Also, you can add comment right here and mention someone. For example, if you want to mention this person and if you want to get this person's attention, all you have to do is to tap at and then comment this. So basically, this is how you add more details to a specific task. Okay, so if you click or if the team member click this one, he or she will see this description, add task, subtask, and comment. And you can or she can also tap complete once the team member completed this task. Same goes with other tasks right here. All you have to do is to click add more description, add more detail to a task so that if the member click this one, he or she will know a more detailed information about his or her task. Now let's move on to this share button above or share icon above. If you tap this one, then you can share this workspace to a specific person or people. And also you can set this person as a project admin or the project admin, from editor to project admin rather, from editor to commenter, from commenter to viewer. And once a person click this link, then if he or she is just a viewer, he cannot edit something here in your workspace. Okay, so that's how you easily invite someone or share this workspace to other people. You can also click the copy link or copy this project link and then send this to your social media platform, any social media platform. Okay, and then if they tap this link, it will take them directly to your Asana workspace. So that's how easy it is to use this share button or copy link here in Asana. Okay, so you can also set the status here if you want. You can also tap this star icon right here so that this will be starred, labeled as starred. So even if you have tons of workspace right here, and then if you start this, then it's like a priority. So you prioritize this workflow or this workspace. Okay, so basically that's it. Then as you can see, you can just simply add more people here, due date, change due date, add more option to your priority as well as to your status, to your label, change the budget, and so on. So now that you know how to use Asana as a beginner, then you would have the idea what plan you would like to choose or select in the future. So of course, why do you need to upgrade? Features like dependencies, custom fields, timeline views, and a lot more. You can use these features once you upgrade. If you want to confirm your plan and if you want to pay, you can pay via debit card or credit card, and you can also pay via PayPal. All you have to do is simply add information here to your payment method or just add the payment details here. Same goes with the PayPal. You just have to simply add or connect to your PayPal account and make sure that you have enough balance on your PayPal and also on your debit card for easier transactions. So in short, use Asana because it helps teams and individuals organize, track, and manage their work efficiently. It simplifies task management, improves collaboration, boosts productivity with features like task assignments, timeline, project tracking, and so on. For me, as a beginner, it's not that really hard to know how to use Asana. Because all you have to do here is to add a title to your workspace, select a layout, add some tasks, add some properties or field, and then that's it. So I do really hope that this video somehow helped you, especially if you're a beginner and you're looking for a platform where you can easily manage or handle a team even if you're just a beginner. And if you want to see more of Asana tutorials, just do please visit to our channel. See you again in our next video tutorials.